Today we start our trip at Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida. We are going to put two medium-priced restaurants, that is Disney medium-priced, head to head, and at the end of the video I will tell you which was our favorite. Please share in the comments what your favorite restaurant at Disney Springs is. First up is Frontera Cocina. I must add, neither of today's restaurants are operated by Disney. Frontera Cocina is a Mexican restaurant, and its executive chef is a 7-time James Beard winner Rick Bayless. The space is very colorful and there's a lot to look at, and there are two indoor sections separated by a bar. Outdoor seating is also available, but not for us today, as it is about a zillion degrees outside. The menu is large, but not too large to be worried that Gordon Ramsay is going to storm into this restaurant and shout at the owners. We start off with a very nice cocktail. It's a smoky old-fashioned, but with Mexican liquors. Sadly, it isn't on the new menu.
Aw, boo.
We shared some chips with guacamole, and it came with a smoky chipotle and a herb salsa. I absolutely did love my main, camarones al coco, shrimps in a coconut sauce with onions, sun-dried tomatoes, and it came with yuca al mojo. My wife, who has to eat gluten-free, had plenty of choice, and she went with the carne asada, which came with black bean refritos, caramelized plantains with cream and cottage cheese. The steak was cooked very well, and she really enjoyed it, but it was a massive portion, so I sacrificed my own body to help her finish it. Price of the meal, excluding drinks and tax and tip, was $115. So let's do some scoring. We really enjoyed the meal. I gave it an 8.6 out of 10. Drinks also were very good, 8 out of 10. Server was very friendly, no complaints, 8 out of 10. The restaurant ambience, the room itself is very nice, but the seating is a bit fast food restaurant-like, so I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10. Price for the meal was mixed, $58 for the carne asada. However good it was pretty steep, so I'm going to give it a 7.5 for the price. This all adds up to a solid 8. Next up is one of the new restaurants here at Disney Springs. It's called Summerhouse at the lake. It started off bad with both hosts, both on the inside and outside, really didn't impress me. It's a very big restaurant, very popular, and it was very busy, which might explain some of the unfriendliness of those hosts. I did not film the room as it was so busy, and I do not want to disrupt others when filming. Summerhouse is the fourth location of this small chain by the chef Ben Goodnick. The menu is Californian inspired, as is the restaurant, very light and very breezy. The menu is massive, and I think that kind of explains my thoughts on the food, which I will give later. We shared our starter, which were the deviled eggs. I was a bit underwhelmed by it, too much filling and very bland. I was missing the devil in the egg. My wife has to eat the gluten-free and could have the crispy chicken sandwich, which was really great. We can't remember the last time she was able to eat fried chicken in a restaurant, and that was before she was diagnosed with celiac about 16 years ago. The chicken sandwich came with avocado and a side of fries. I had the Summerhouse crab cakes, which came with a remoulade sauce, salad and some fries. A massive plate of fries. The crab cakes were a little bit dry, also a bit underseasoned for me. The total price of the meal was $75. It was great, and there were so many gluten-free options for my wife to have. The food itself a bit underseasoned, but okay, so I'm going to give it a 7.7 out of 10. I had an alcohol-free cocktail, my wife went with a soda. My cocktail wasn't really that special, so I'm going to give it a 7 for the drinks. The server was working his ass off. He was very busy, had lots of tables. He did make some little mistakes, but I'm not going to hold that against him, and he still tried to give you all the attention that he could muster. I'm going to give him an 8.2. The restaurant is massive, but it has created some nice spaces matching its theme, so I'm going to give it an 8 for the ambience here in the restaurant. The price was actually reasonable by Disney standards, which makes it expensive, but it was reasonable, so 7.7. Total score of 7.7. So there you have it, Frontera Cocina takes it, and it matches my sentiment. I enjoyed the food a bit more at the Frontera. Nothing wrong with the Summerhouse. It has a big range of food styles, which some might actually prefer than a Mexican menu. Do let me know in the comments which are your favorite restaurants at Disney Springs. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.